Hi guys, it's next week and I got a new tripod which I'll show you later. This seemed to dry fine. So the list for today: remove the braces, put in some concrete to make a nice crown. I got 2 bags, that'll be more than enough. I brought out the wheelbarrow. I'm gonna mix it in there. I was gonna get a hoe, but it was $30. I said I'm not paying $30 for a hoe, so I'll just use the shovel to mix it, and I'll put it in by hand. I bought the leaf blower. I'm gonna blow out all the stuff that's in there, or some leaves and stuff. Blow out what's the dirt's in the wheelbarrow. I got my 2 bags. Let's get started. Well, I used up pretty much all of the 2 bags. And, I wanted to cover the sono tube just for cosmetics. What I had there before I started was good and sufficient, and the concrete was at grade level. So I did a little mound. It's fine. And don't forget, I'm probably going to come in here and I'm probably going to fix up the road here a little bit. Maybe add some rock or bring in some fill, and that might be covered anyway, or I might bring in some grass, but it doesn't look like a cardboard tube, and I think it looks a little better. Whether it does or doesn't, it's just a matter of taste, and I like that. All right, so what I'm going to do now, clean up the wheelbarrow, and then we're going to take off the braces. Okay guys, quickie review. Huepar level. You could put this on a tripod. It's level and plumb. And when I bought this, it said it was good for 30 feet. Well, when you're outdoors, it's good for about 5 feet. What I was going to do was, find a level from this one to that one and cut off the top of that 6x6. But this is no good. I could do it in the dark, but I'm not coming here in the dark, so I'll just have to eyeball it and do the best that I can. This is the new tripod that I'm going to have you guys on from here on out. Let me show you the old one. They're the broken legs helped by the rocks. Kind of cheap. All right, well, to secure the chain, I went to Home Depot, got myself a 3-foot chain. So just so it doesn't, bang all the time, I got some lag screws and some washers. And I'm gonna lag the chain to a 6x6 and have the padlock on this side. Now, I met with Ed, that's our utility here, about the easement and what I have to do in ways of tree trimming or grading or anything. And he said that they take care of the whole thing. So when I met with him, he had mentioned that they would do the whole thing and not charge me. So I'm in good shape. And he gave me a padlock. And I don't know if I'll try to zoom in on it. It says Met Ed. I think it says customer lock. Met Ed customer lock. So they give you a padlock, so they have a key and you have a key. So I got the nice chain, a lock from the utility. Let's secure it. That's good. Gate's not going anywhere. I'd like to remove these last two links, but good enough. Okay, I was trying to level out the gate, so I only did one turn to drop that end of the gate. And now the bubble, you can see the bubbles, you know, it's pretty much as close as I can get, because if I go back and make another turn, it'll go on the other side of the lines. So this is the best I could do. Okay, I'm trying to figure out a way where I could figure out how to make a cut and make it the same height as the other 6x6. The little laser level I got, unfortunately, it won't. You won't be able to see the laser light this far away, so that's not working. I'm gonna have to eyeball it. So this has openings for 8 little screws to hold this thing in. I don't think it's going anywhere. And I was like, oh God, I need 8 little screws. I went down into my basement. My father and grandfather used to keep these little clear bottles and just throw spare little screws in there when they had the opportunity. And these are all, there's some that are about the same size. They're small and they'll fit in here. And it's like an old fish food, brine shrimp, from when I was a little kid and had a fish tank. I mean, this thing's got to be 50 years old. So, thanks, Pop. Well, guys, it's done. I cut off that top of that post. I put on the little metal caps. I got them off of Amazon. They were dirt cheap and they fit like they were dirt cheap. You saw I had a file the top and bevel it a little bit so I can get the caps to go on. And I got the chain screwed in. I got the padlock from Med Ed so the utility people can get in and leave when they want to. I leveled the gate. The road's not level, but the gate is. So it looks a little off, but I rather, you know, this way when I open the gate, it opens, it stays. When the utility people, they can open the gate and it'll stay and not swing back and hit their truck when they're trying to drive through. That would just break the gate and not be good. The one last thing I'm going to do is get a couple of pieces of plywood and stick some no trespassing signs on it, and I'll mount it on the gate somewhere. And we'll take a picture of that tomorrow and post that right after this. Well guys, it's the next morning. I came out, I took these couple pieces of plywood that were on the hanging off of the old cable, and I just stapled some new no trespassing signs on it. I had a couple of zip ties, so the one on the right looks good. The one on the left, I just used the old wire because I didn't have any more zip ties. I have them at home, so next time I come up, I'll just replace the old rusty wire that I'm using now with the zip ties and hang it so it looks good. And this is pretty much the finished product. I do have an idea that in the middle section I may get a big piece of plywood and do a more elaborate sign just stating this is my property, I have cameras here, please don't trespass. I'm going to call them, you know, like the silly sign I have on the garage, something along those lines. I'm glad that this project is over. We'll have to come up with something else to keep me busy. It's starting to get a little chilly. As you can see, the trees are changing color and we're heading off into winter. Thanks for coming along for the ride this time, and I'll see you next week.